Hi everyone, my name is Christophe Carugati. I'm working on Bruegel competition and digital policy. So today we'll speak about the DMAs, Digital Market Act. The regulations that will impact the business model of some large tech companies in Europe, but also abroad. I will come back later on. So we have the compromise text, but I will not speak per se about this text, even so there is a lot of news provision here. So the Commission, which would be the sole enforcer, will have a lot of jobs to do here. First, a job about internal implementation here. So create first a team to enforce the DMA. So DG Comp will have the biggest role here in enforcing the DMA, but it will have also to work with DG Connect in charge of the policy of the DMA. So my bid is that DG Comp will enforce the rule, and DG Connect will basically monitor the rule here, and they will have to collaborate between the both to ensure that there is, I would say, a good allocation of work between both teams here. Then the DG Comp or the Commission will have to work with the gatekeepers here, and here it's tricky because you know that it will be passive applications that apply in a self-executing manner, but at the end of the day they are not self-executing at all. They will have to explain to those companies how they will have to comply with the rule here. And here the compromise text have a news provision about guidance here, so the Commission will have to use this tool to explain to those companies how they will have to comply with the rule here. And in extreme cases, they will be able to use the famous regulatory dialogue here, so speak with the gatekeepers to make sure that their implementation fits with the application, or a better way to say is that the implementations that the gatekeeper foresee are compliance with the obligations. Okay, this is the internal implementation. Let's move on to the big part, which is the external implementation. So you know that the DMA, it's news regulations. It's not competition law, and so it's competition law at the end of the day because it's based on previous competition cases, and it's also part of a broader policy proposal or policy such as the Data Act, which aim to foster data sharing, or the GDPR, data protection regulation here. So the Commission will have to work with TOS policy and ensure that TOS policy work consistently. So my bid, and this is what the compromise text proposed, is to create a kind of digital regulation cooperation forum like in the UK, where different networks, so it would be the European Competition Network, the Consumer Protection Network, or the Data Protection Network, will have to work together to ensure that TOS legislation works consistently. And then the final point here is about how the DMA will work with other countries, because you know that there are similar regulations in the pipeline. So we have already similar legislation in Germany or in South Korea, but more will come in the US or in the UK, for instance. And here the Commission will have to work with this country to make sure that the rule from the state A doesn't impair or doesn't have a negative effect, or to make it simple, works with TOS rule, and here they will have to cooperate, and so how to ensure internet cooperation is a big deal, which is already a big topic in competition cases. So they will have to use waiver, confidential waiver, for example, but more importantly, they will have to speak more before, during, and after an investigation to ensure that there is no overlap of resources and that the remedies apply consistently across countries. Thanks, and I hope we will have this conversation together another time.